Thank you for attending today's Managing Your Mail presentation by AARP ElderWatch. AARP ElderWatch is a 19-year partnership between AARP and the Colorado Attorney General's Office. We do education and outreach across Colorado, and we have a helpline that is ran by our volunteers, and they can answer questions about frauds or scams, take your reports, and also provide you with some resources or suggestions for reporting it to other agencies. Our phone number is listed there below, 800-222-4444, and we are option 2. You can see all of our 2020 events that are coming up by going to this link. And you can also see our recorded ones that we've done in the past by going to our YouTube channel through AARP Colorado. You can type your questions in the chat and we will answer them at the end. First, today we're going to talk a little bit about mailboxes and some tips about them. We're going to recognize the risks with both our outgoing mail and our incoming mail, and how to reduce some of that incoming mail that is coming in, and finally, what to do with your mail that you have. I'm just going to put out here that not everything is going to be possible for each of us or the right choice for everyone, but these are some various things to consider, and you can decide from there what will work in your life. Okay, to start us off, some information about mailboxes. So our classic mailbox has that classic red flag, and in the fraud space, we see this as a red flag for potentially identity theft or other risks of that. Some things to suggest might be a locked mailbox. You can get them both the kind that stand alone or the ones that are on your house against the wall. You can keep your mailbox looking tidy and clean and fully repaired. That helps to deter some potential thieves from coming to you. The closer to your house, the better. If you have a mailbox that's way far away at the end of a long driveway in the rural areas, that might be an easier target for a potential thief to come. I also want to point out that our community is a good way to keep everybody watchful and protected. This is a picture here in the top corner about some recent thefts that were happening in California around breaking into mailboxes to steal unemployment benefits that have been coming in because of the coronavirus. And so having that community be able to keep an eye on that helps keep each other safe. All right, our outgoing mail. There are some risks with our outgoing mail, of course. Here is a photo of a woman in Colorado Springs who sees that red flag on a mailbox and just decides to open it and steal whatever mail is in there. You can also see she has a child on her back, which is a very sad thing. But this is, unfortunately, what they do, which goes back to the watching those red flags. If you have important mail going out, it's advised to try to take that to the post office, or even those blue boxes can be safer than your unlocked mailbox, such as this one. You don't want to leave your outgoing mail in the mailbox overnight. This is a common way or time when people might be more likely to walk around and try to take the mailbox out of there. And a final suggestion might be to create online accounts. Now, I know that online isn't the best solution or the favorite solution of many people, but it does allow us to be more active in monitoring our accounts in real time. And you can do things like auto pay your bills or receive your direct deposits, and so then you aren't having as many financial information or statements coming into the mail. It also would alert you to notices or changes to your account faster if you get through email or through alerts within the portal. If a company has to mail you an alert, that can take some extra time. It also helps you be able to monitor those charges or those accounts, instead of waiting for the monthly statement that comes in the mail, which of course is also open to identity theft or theft if people can steal that monthly statement. So we want to keep that in mind and consider online accounts or ways of at least having some of those accounts emailed to you or accessed that way instead of coming in the actual post office mail. Now let's talk about your incoming mail. We can't control everything that is mailed to us, but we can do some things to help reduce our risk. One would be to check your mail as soon as possible after it arrives. The longer it's in your mailbox, obviously, the more risk we have to that. If you're concerned about the mail that's coming in and the potential of someone else having access to that, you could sign up for a post office box and just pick up your mail at a locked post office box if you have the ability to commute. You could also hold your mail or forward it if you're going to be gone for a longer period of time. We don't want to see that mail stacking up in your mailbox. One, it makes the mail easier for people to access and also can alert potential thieves that no one is home, and so it puts your house at risk as well. Another thing it would be to know what is expected in your mail and when it might arrive. So if you always get your statements at the same time of month, be on alert to see when those are coming or note that they're coming. You also want to be able to know what is arriving, and another way that we can do this is through the USPS Informed Delivery. They have a digital preview option. The digital preview allows you to get an email sent to you on a daily basis. It's completely free, and they send you email scanned copy of the letter-sized pieces of the front mail, kind of like this example here in this picture. It will also track packages and provide those USPS tracking numbers and when you would expect that package to arrive. This is an easy way to sign up by going to the informeddelivery.usps.com and create an account, and they will email you an email daily digest every day that has the scanned copies of all the mail that's coming to your household. Now, this isn't a possibility for every single place. You definitely have to check to see if your address is listed, but it is a pretty common and it's expanding all the time. Also, around tracking packages, the things that we can think about are in 2018, AARP ElderWatch did a survey on older Coloradans, and we found that 1 in 5 said that they've had a package stolen from themselves or from a neighbor. Here is a photo of my neighborhood last month of a porch pirate is what we call them, people who steal packages off of porches, and it's unfortunately really common, especially now during this holiday season, so keep that in mind. Some things you can do to reduce that risk would be to keep up to date with those tracking numbers that come. Also, if it doesn't arrive within that time frame, follow up and see what the status is on that or if it said that it was delivered. You can provide specific delivery instructions to tell the postal service worker where to leave that package, and maybe you have a more secure place, like instead of leaving it on the stoop, maybe bring it into the porch area or behind this bush, things that might help a little bit to deter people from seeing these packages. You can also request to have a signature and learn about other spots where packages can be delivered. You could pick them up at a store or at a retailer. There's locked boxes that are around our community. the Amazon has locked Amazon boxes where they can deliver it to that and you can pick them up from those places, or certainly just delivering them straight to the post office. Now, to the mail that we receive. This is a picture of a man in Texas who received so much mail that he could not sort it all, as you can tell here. In one day, he received 110 pieces of mail. He received everything from donation requests and credit card offers, catalogs, magazines, different things. He even gets mail order scams or fake sweepstakes offers. And these can be challenging to go through, to sort, to find what's legitimate and important and what is not. And so there are things that we can do to reduce the mail that is coming in so that we can better manage and take control over that. One thing is the opt-out pre-screen. So this helps people to opt out and remove yourself from pre-approved offers with credit cards or insurance. It prevents that information from going out to potential companies. There are two options. They have a 5-year option that is simply signing up electronically on their website, very easy to do, or you can do it through the phone number as well. If you want to do it for permanently, you have to fill out the form, you have to print it and sign it and mail it in. They do require you to have a signature if you want it to be permanently removed from those offers. And we do see that these offers are not often used in identity theft. The people that thieves would have to know more about you, but if someone could also know your social security number and your date of birth, maybe some other information, it could be possible for someone to open up a credit card in your name. And so that would be a good reason to reduce some of that risk. Now, these offers do help if you are in the market for a new credit card, but if you're not, it is an unnecessary risk that a quick phone call or visit to this website could help to reduce. Another option is the Direct Marketing Association. The direct marketing is used to help tailor mail to people and what their specific interests might be. So, I'm in my 30s, so I don't get a lot of Medicare offers, but people who are older adults might. And these things are able to be tailored to the correct market based off of these sorts of ideas. The DMA, the Direct Marketing Association, does allow us to basically say a do not mail. It can be useful for reducing some of these things that are separated into different categories. So our friend in Texas who received 110 pieces of mail at one time can reduce some of that. Basically he could have donated to a few organizations or charities and then gets put on a list of potential people who donate to charities, and so the charities collect this marketing information and send offers out to him. Then you start to receive many requests. So you can, the Direct Marketing Association categorizes into these 4 categories: credit card offers, catalogs, magazine offers, and then other mail offers such as the donation requests or retail. You can opt out for all of them or some of them based off of what your requests or needs might be. This lasts for 10 years. It does cost $2 if you do it online or $3 if you do it by mail. To do it by mail, you do have to have their form to fill out and mail into them. Because these lists are sent to companies every quarter, it could take a full 3 months to see that change, but it lasts 10 years, which is a really long time. They do also have an option that is free if you are a caregiver for an individual, so you can add your person to the do not contact list for these categories if you're a caregiver. You can keep that in mind. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the rest of your mail. When you receive the mail, this is the stuff, hopefully, that is the important things or those that are directed to you. One suggestion would be to shred it after you're done using that information, or to keep it secure in your locked box or however that might be. Shredding is a really great option for reducing identity theft and keeping our mail and our paperwork safe. Often people pick up their mail on their way out of their drive or, from the post office while running other errands. Things to keep in mind would be to keep the mail not keep the mail in your car or other areas. A lot of people will throw it on that passenger seat, and then that's visible, and then if somebody is really interested, they could break into the car to receive that mail. It's just better to keep that tucked away. You also don't want to carry it around with you unless you're planning to take action or mail it off that day. Just because you have that to-do list item and keep it in your bag for reminders to deal with later, it's not all that safe to keep that information with you as you carry it around. A final thing would be to pay or respond to all of your mail directly or quickly in a timely response. This helps reduce the need to send additional notices or reminders to you, which then, of course, reduces the amount of mail that you're receiving and potential for other risks involved. As a quick reminder, here are some of the resources that we discussed today. The AARP Elder Watch is our helpline that you can call to talk to a trained volunteer and answer your questions you might have about managing your mail or other frauds, scams, or identity theft. Our phone number is 800-222-4444, option 2. We also discussed the USPS Informed Delivery. The Informed Delivery website is right here, and that's the one to be able to sign up for the email that comes to you every day with a digest of what to expect in your mailbox soon. The opt-out pre-screen phone number and website is here. The opt-out is for those credit card and insurance offers that can be either 5-year or permanent, and these are free programs to do when you sign up. The Direct Marketing Association choice, the DMA choice, the website is here. That's the 10-year program that is either $2 if you do it online or $3 if you do it by mail, and it is also free if you are a caregiver and you can sign someone else up. Finally, I have on here the United States Postal Inspection Service. This is a good website to learn more about identity theft and mail fraud. It also has information on how to report that, as well as this phone number where you can report any potential fraud or that might be happening through the postal mail. Thank you all for attending today, and I hope that you will check out some of our other AARP Elder Watch webinars coming up soon.